So everybody's here in the right place. What I have is one plaintiff and three different defendants on three different small claims cases, although they seem to generally be about the same incident. So I would just call them together. It's file 24-0148586 and 24-01600. All parties are here today for a small claims case. What small claims means is that you are not asking for this to be decided by a jury, but be decided right here in front of me. You also can only ask for so much money. I think these were all $5,000 suits. You also cannot use attorneys. Everybody is here trying to get this done without attorneys. And so first thing I have to determine is if everybody is ready, willing, and able to proceed in that fashion in front of me. If anybody wishes to move this to general civil in front of the district court judges, they can ask for that. That would generally be granted. But if everyone is able to, Ms. Rodriguez, are you able to turn your camera on? If everyone else is ready to proceed here in front of me, first thing I'm going to do is swear everybody in. So I need everybody to raise their right hands. Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, sir. I'm raising my hand.
Okay, I need you to turn your camera on.
That I'm not sure exactly how to do on this phone.
Everybody swear or affirm any testimony they give here today would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the thing. I do have some information about this. This is mostly feels like a landlord-tenant situation to me. I am going to ask Ms. Rodriguez. I'm looking at the affidavit here against Ms. Lodgton, and I just can't read it. I said, could you just tell me what that says? I bought the boat.
Oh, for Miss for Janie. Yes, sir. I had bought this pontoon boat right before 4th of July, so me and my kids could go out on and have fun on. I had put it in my mom's name. I don't know why she's holding it over my head. She wants me to move out, sir. I'm trying my hardest to get my own home. I'm trying my hardest to move out. If she wants to keep it, she can keep it, but she can pay me the money then. I mean,
why are you suing Miss Lodgton for $5,000? Tell me that.
That's what the boat costed, and I wasn't able to ride on it all this time. I'm not able to use it.
All right, I mean, just stop. Let me ask. Whose boat did this belong to?
Me, sir.
So you bought the boat from who?
I bought the boat from a guy in Grand Haven. I bought it from him back in June, at the end of June. I had it put in my mom's name. I got proof of all that.
I got proof about the boat.
Because she won't give it back to me, sir. I've asked her for my bike and my boat back, and she won't give them back to me. I don't understand, sir. That you're right. I'm not understanding.
How can she give you a boat?
What do you mean? How can she give me a boat? It's the money. What are you talking about?
Why would she owe you the money?
It's my boat, sir.
Okay, so you own a boat. What does that have to do with your mother?
She won't give me the paperwork, sir. I'm not understanding. That's why I'm here in court for my bike. Well, my bike's next September 5th. She has my bike in her name too. I'm trying. I asked her.
Why are they in her name?
Because I am in Social Security, sir. And I asked my mother to put it in her name, and she told me she wouldn't do this to me, and now she's doing it to me.
Right from the jump, the court drama begins with confusion over the ownership of a pontoon boat. The plaintiff, Ms. Rodriguez, claims it's hers because she paid for it, but it's registered in her mother's name. The real kicker? Her mother has no intention of signing the title over, and there's a twist involving a bike, making this whole scenario feel like a family dispute waiting to explode.
So your mother owns the boat. You don't own the boat. So why are you suing her?
Because I paid for it and I can prove that, sir. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I did the same thing with my brother too, and I had to take him to, with Scotchless and do the whole trial because I can prove everything. I bought the boat. I could prove it, everything. I bought my bike. I bought it all. She just won't sign off of it, sir. She won't give it back to me. I don't know what else.
Ma'am, that's specific performance. You cannot sue in small claims for specific performance. Essentially, what you want is her to sign the title over to you so that you own the boat.
Or she could pay me my money that I paid it for. I got proof of all that, sir. Like, I don't understand.
Well, ma'am, that's only if she wants to buy the boat from you. If she doesn't want to buy the boat from you, then what you're asking for is specific performance, i.e. for her to sign title over to you. I can't order that in small claims. You could get that ordered in general civil. Let me just explain to you the difference. Well, I want you to understand the difference so you understand. Small claims is when you're out of pocket for a dollar amount, right? I.e., I loaned money to my mom, she's supposed to pay me back, she didn't pay me back. The specific performance is give me the money. I can do that in small claims. But say your mom had sold you a house and won't sign the deed of the house over to you. You're not actually asking for money, you're asking for the deed to the house. What I can't do in small claims is what's called specific performance. In other words, make someone do an action other than pay money. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So I can't make your mother sign
like you did my brother
over to you. Exactly. A district court judge can in general civil, but in small claims, we can't do that.
Well,
all right.
Well, sir, you just made, a couple of weeks ago, you made my brother sign my title off to me for my motorcycle.
That's what I said.
He bring it over here.
He doesn't want to pay the money.
Oh yeah, so this is the same case then. If she don't want to pay me the money, she can sign off the title.
No. But here's what I don't understand, ma'am. Possession of the boat, right, is 9/10 of the law. So you're saying the boat's at whose house?
It's at our home, at me and my mom's home. I live here with her.
Okay, then she didn't take the boat from you. It's your boat. You can move it and use it however you want. I don't understand what you're suing.
It's in her name, though, and because if I move it, sir, you don't understand. She will put me in jail for stealing the boat. You're not understanding. It's in her name. I paid for it. I'm just asking if she would just sign off of the title and give it back to me. She wants me to move out. She wants me to do this. I'm trying to, sir. I'm trying to do everything possible, and I'm doing everything legally. That's why I've gotten hold of the governor about other situations, about the situations coming in.
Let me talk to Mom for a second. So, Mom, do you agree that the boat actually belongs to Angela and not to you in terms of who paid for it?
Yes, sir. I asked her to. Okay. She bought the boat.
So why did you put it in your name?
Because she wanted me to.
All right. So why don't you want to unput it in your name?
Because I asked her to move out and she can have it, and she won't move out.
All right. So essentially, what you're saying is you're using it as leverage.
No, I don't want her to do anything with it and blame me for it.
This moment highlights the tension between personal ownership and the legalities of family transactions. The judge cuts through the confusion by explaining that Ms. Rodriguez wants her mother to sign the boat's title over, but the issue lies in the legality of small claims, court where you can't force someone to sign over property. The mom's leverage, asking for her daughter to move out in exchange. A classic power play that only adds fuel to the fire.
Okay, ma'am, I can't give you legal advice, but if it's not your boat, i.e., you guys are family, and one of you asked the other one to sign title over to them. So you can't turn around and sort of sue each other to make us switch title. She shouldn't have asked you to sign for the title in the first place. But you understand it's her boat, right?
Yeah. But
okay.
Sir, I didn't really do this, but
Miss Lodge,
I didn't really want to do this.
So what is it you wish to say? Are you telling me if she moved out of your house, then you'd sign title over to her?
She can have the boat.
Okay, that's not what I asked. Ma'am, that's not what I asked. She could have the boat right now. It's her boat. Yeah. She could take it and go use it. But you understand the title's in your name. She wants you to put the title in her name.
No, she didn't want the title in her name when we bought it because of the
Okay,
Social
that's in the
Security.
past. Now what she's saying is she'd like the title in her name, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you won't do that?
No, she can have it. I told her she can have it. It just, I'm scared that if I give her that title, she won't go and put it in her name. She'll leave it in mine. So how am I gonna know that it's out of my name?
Oh, ma'am, no. Right on the title, you can sign the title and say, Jamie Lodgton signs title over to Angela Rodriguez on this date. And then that's her problem, not yours.
Because I don't want nothing to happen and then she gets me in trouble.
All right, I
know
understand
Angie
that.
too well.
But I just want to be clear, you're not trying to keep the boat for you, right?
No.
All right. Well, instead of getting sued for $5,000, all you have to do on that piece of paper is sign it over to her. And then it's her problem. Just like you said, it's not yours anymore.
Yeah, but Your Honor, when we went to Grand Haven to get it, coming back, she told me to call my sister and let my sister hear what she said.
Listen to me. The fact that she asked you to put it in your name instead of hers is exactly why I'm not going to let her sue you for $5,000. But what I'm explaining to you is, here's the problem. It really is her boat, not yours. Yeah, but right now, you have your name on the title. You need to change that.
Yeah.
You understand?
But I'm telling you what she told my sister. She had me call my sister and told my sister, look what I bought my mom.
Okay, but I want to be very clear. You don't think this boat is a gift to you. It's not your boat, right? You agree with that?
I agree with that, but that's what she told
us. And I understand this. A family really shouldn't be suing each other over signing over title of the boat. I'm not going to award any money damages in this matter. But what I'm telling you is, even if she asked you to put it in your name, it's her boat, and she's asking you to now take it out of your name and put it in her name. I understand your concerns that you don't want her to, go take the boat, it gets in a wreck, and then they look up who owns the boat and you get in trouble. That's why you write on the title, you can sign that over to her.
Okay, and put down that I gave it to Angela Rodriguez on the title there?
Here, the plot thickens. Mom reveals that she doesn't want to hand over the boat's title because she's worried about being blamed if something goes wrong. It's a delicate dance of responsibility and fear. The judge keeps trying to break it down. If you don't want the boat, just sign it over. But when emotions and family dynamics clash, logic often gets left behind. It's clear that this boat isn't the only thing weighing them down.
Now listen to me. What other matters do you two have? Are you having a landlord
the bike
right now?
The landlord and the bike?
No, I only have a bike.
Okay.
The bike is the same situation, sir.
How are you doing an eviction?
Sorry about that.
Through landlord-tenant court or not?
We did.
Ms. Logston.
I did the eviction notice for the 7 days. And then
through landlord-tenant court.
Yeah. And then I went.
All right. You should also address this. You should also address this boat title in landlord-tenant court because it is possessions of the tenant that you're trying to, you don't want because they're hers, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And the bike too. I mean, she had my son put the bike back in my name, and he's got to pay for it. And now who gets the bike? So I've got to wait for that court date too.
Well, it's going to be the same thing.
Only with money, sir.
It's going to be the same thing. You can't just sue your family members because you asked them to put things in their name and titles. That's not a small claims case I'm going to entertain. All right. But what I'm telling you about the boat is Ms. Rodriguez has an issue here because that boat belongs to her and you need to get it out of your name. Yep. Unless you want to say the boat's yours, and then we can have an argument about that, but it doesn't seem like you even want the boat, right?
I don't want the boat, but I'm just trying to tell you what she said to my sister. She told my sister called my sister and told my sister, look what I bought my mom.
All right. And that would be an issue if you were trying to say, okay, it's my boat because she gave it to me. But you're not trying to say that, so we don't even have to go down that road, right?
No.
All right.
No, she
I'm going to
can have the
dismiss this lawsuit, but it's because you're telling me you understand that you need to sign that title over.
Yeah.
All right. You're all set then. I'm going to go ahead and release you,
Mr.
Ms.
Norbeck?
Larson. I thought this was over the same tenant issue with the other
No,
two that are
no.
here who weren't camping for the real.
No,
Yes,
we got
Ms.
3
Rodriguez.
of them going.
What she was talking about was I have another case coming up on I believe this September 5th, stating that with the Yamaha bike is the same situation, sir, that I'm going through.
Yes, and I'm telling you right now,
Like,
if
she's
you're
holding my
asking
title.
family members to put the title in their name, you're not going to turn around and sue them for money. They just need to sign it back over to you. It's not really a lawsuit.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, that's
But
what I
they
asked
need
her
to
to do. I've been
understand that,
asking,
and
I've been text messaging too.
I've been explaining that to your mom right now, that both of these lawsuits would go away if she just signed those titles back over to you.
I can't sign
I-
the V-Star
I
title
Appreciate that.
because
What's
my
that?
son, I can't sign the V-Star title because my son went to court over it. He's got to pay Angie over it. And now who gets the bike if he's got to pay for it?
I went to court, Norbeck, with Scotchless. It was the money I borrowed my brother. I borrowed my brother $5,300.
The drama continues, and now we're dealing with bikes and social security concerns, yet again showing how intertwined personal possessions and family politics can get. The judge points out that this isn't a case for small claims court, it's personal property that could easily be sorted with a signed document. But again, a fear of future consequences and unresolved issues keeps everyone stuck in this cycle of legal headaches.
The collateral
Yeah,
stuff.
if you have a money judgment, then that bike is his and he owes you money. Right?
No, the bike's mine. No, the bike is mine. Scotchless already said this. He already overruled it. The bike is mine. He had to pay me the money because he borrowed money. I didn't buy it for him. He borrowed the money from me.
I understand that.
Scotchless
How did you get the bike and the money?
The bike came back to me, and I asked my mom because it was my bike because I paid for him to get the Harley, and that bike's supposed to be mine, and that's what happened. And I asked my mom to put it in her name, and this is what's happening again.
No,
Oh, but you mean you didn't get the Harley that you were giving money to your brother to pay. You got the Yamaha.
Yes, I got the Yamaha. I bought the Harley. We went through trial with Scotchless on that. It was $5,300 that he borrowed, and he has to pay me $4,800 back because he borrowed money.
And whose name is on the title for the Yamaha?
mine now.
My mom's, because I asked her to put it in her name because of Social Security reasons and for me to get it cheaper for insurance and stuff.
Yeah, ma'am. That's your problem. You're asking them to put things in your name and then they do it, and then you turn around and sue them for it.
I know. Yeah, I know, because they're not doing this for me. They told me they weren't going to do this to me.
All right. So, Miss Lodgton, I mean, we can wait and deal with the bike on the date in September if you want, but it's going to be the same issue. It's not your motorcycle. It belongs to Angela. You need to get your name off the title because Angela will sue you over it. All right?
But the thing of it is she sued my son over it. He's got to pay for both bikes.
No, ma'am. That's not what that lawsuit was about. That lawsuit was about money she lent your son to buy a different motorcycle, a Harley Davidson.
He bought both of them. She bought both of them, and he's
ma'am,
got
I'm
to
not
pay
going
her
to get
back.
into this with you. We can come back and argue it in September. I'm going to release you because you're not really part of the case that I still have to deal with today. So you're all set. Ms. Logston, you can make a lot of your own problems going away with a few signatures. All right?
Yep.
All right. So back to the issue at hand. Here's the thing. Miss Villarreal and Mr. Varnkamp. Essentially what's happening here is Miss Rodriguez is suing you because she's saying that during, I guess, a landlord-tenant situation, she had a bunch of belongings that were put outside of the rental unit. So here's my question. Which one of you owns this place?
I do.
All right. What is Mr. Varnkamp's relationship to the property?
When I went there, he was already there. I asked him who he was. He said Angela told him to take everything out because she was moving.
Okay, ma'am, we're just going a little fast. Did you know Mr. Varnkamp?
No, I didn't even know
Oh, so
him.
he's not like a property manager. He doesn't work for you. He's just a guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start with you, Miss Villarreal. What Miss Rodriguez is saying is she was a tenant and that you had a bunch of her stuff moved out of the apartment.
No, I didn't. I swear to God, he was already there when everything was already out.
Are you saying that Mr. Vornkamp was replacing Miss Rodriguez as the tenant?
That's
Yes,
what me and Mrs.
that's what he was
Rodriguez
doing,
talked
trying-
about.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Was that, Miss Villarreal, was that actually a landlord-tenant agreement you had with Miss Rodriguez? She was living there and paying you rent?
We talked about it.
Okay, I couldn't hear you.
Was it an actual landlord-tenant situation? She was living there and paying you rent?
She hasn't paid rent for 4 months. I kept telling her I wanted her out because all she's causing me
Did
is...
you actually evict her?
Yes, I did. I have all the paperwork. And
No.
she was supposed
Did you
to be...
evict her through landlord-tenant court?
Yes, she was supposed
When
to be
did you
out
get that?
Tuesday at 4:30 and she's still there. So I
Alright.
called a guy
Ma'am?
named Joel.
Ma'am, listen to me. When did you evict her? What is the date on your judgment?
The 30th of August.
Of this
Wait.
year?
Sorry, July. The 30th of July.
All right, but here's the problem. Her stuff got moved out before then, ma'am.
Yes, but I didn't do it. I did not do it. When
Okay.
I got there, they were already there.
All right. Okay, so let me switch gears. So Mr. Vorenkamp,
Mr. Norbeck?
well, Miss Rodriguez, let me talk to that.
Hold on,
Mr. Vorenkamp, you're someone
All right.
who wanted to move in there? Is that how you got?
Yes, at some time in mid-April, I stopped over by Mrs. Rodriguez's house and she said that she had money that she was gonna move out and buy a house and stuff. And I asked her if she would talk to Mary, the landlord, about me taking over the house.
All right, so you were going to move in and start paying rent yourself to live there instead of Miss Rodriguez?
Correct.
Okay, we
Yeah.
call that a sublease. And when were you gonna do that?
It was gonna be in May. I think it was May 5th. May 3rd, me and Angela talked about it over there. She said that she talked to Mary and everything was a go.
That was
All
a
right.
lie.
So you, okay. so
Thank you.
Well, Mrs. Villarreal, I'll get to you. So in other words, what you said is, you're talking to Miss Rodriguez and you say, hey, she says she's gonna move out, I can move in, and then she told you she talked to the landlady and it was all green light.
Right. And then come
All
to
right.
find out, Miss
Well,
Rodriguez
No,
did
no,
not
no,
talk to
I
the
don't want you to
landlord.
jump ahead. I
Okay.
don't want you to jump ahead.
All
So there's a bunch of stuff in the apartment that doesn't belong to you, right? It's from probably Miss Rodriguez or whoever was living there.
There was not really nothing there.
Are you?
Okay.
There was some clothing items and a bunch of dirty dishes and some old food and stuff, which I did bag up. And another girl named Angela put them in her car and she brought them to Angela.
Don't worry, I got pictures. I got.
Who set that up? Do you know?
No, I don't know who set that up for her to bring her stuff. I think them two did.
And the other Angela said, oh, what, that's my friend or something?
Right. That they were friends for, yes. And she brought him
my
the stuff there. I think it was her. I'm not sure what.
And then did you move in after that?
No.
Okay. What was the day that you're talking about things were bagged up? You bagged them up, put them in some girl's car?
I have no idea when they did that. Because after Miss Rodriguez told me not to go back there, and I never went back there, so I have no idea what happened when she brought them to her at all.
Oh, so you didn't end up moving in there?
No.
All right. All right, Ms. Rodriguez, it's your turn. I want you to explain to me, well, first of all, why is it you're suing Ms. Villarreal?
Okay. First, I was going to try to tell you, sir. I got this letter yesterday from the Allegan County Sheriff's Office. I had went and I did everything I can do. I went and talked to Dana Nessel. I went and talked to the governor. I got emails from him. I got all the text messages from me and Dave. I never one time told him to go inside my house to take all my stuff out. He was not going to move in. I did ask him to fix my roof because it was leaking. Mary knew that too. I've been asking Mary to.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, you're kind of all over the place, so I'm just going to go small, short question and answer session. So you were living there, and then you decided at some point in time you were going to move out.
No, sir, I couldn't even move out. I wasn't even allowed to be there because I had no contact order against me and my son at the moment because my son put me in jail. This is the reason why.